Hello again, everyone. Welcome to back to the First 15 Coach Cast. I know it's been a minute. Been meaning to do this for a bit, but life just gets in the way sometimes. Between the gym and I'm preparing for my high school season, and obviously I'm trying to chase around an almost 1 year old. So apologies for that, but we're back. I'm here today. I want to talk a little bit about something that I hear come out of my young athletes a lot, and I'm sure for this is not news for a lot of people that coach young kids and young athletes, and it's usually something in the shape of, "Coach, this sucks." My default response, even though it's not necessarily very PG is more PG-13 or R, is no shit. But really, if you're a coach and you coach athletes and you hear something like that come out of their face, tell me that that's not one of the first responses that you want to come out of your face. Only because, yes, we are young athletes out there. Newsflash: we've all been there. Like the stuff I'm programming for my high school players and my other athletes. This is not news to me in any way, shape, or form. All this stuff that we're doing is stuff that I've either done before or I at least messed around with it a little bit, uh, and I think that's the same for most coaches out there. However, with that, I do want to touch on one idea, not really an idea, more just a point, and it's people that don't try their own stuff at the least. If you see something out there and or your programming is as such stuff that you haven't tried and you're giving it to any client really, but especially these youth athletes, that is a problem in my book. Pardon me. I really believe that you should be able to, for lack of a better term, commiserate with your clients and your athletes and make them understand. I understand that what you're doing right now is a difficult thing, and that's on a lot of levels. That should be something that we can all do. But the basics of it need to be you have tried whatever exercise you're handing out to someone at least a couple times. And if you haven't, you probably need to reconsider whether or not it belongs in a program. And with that, it's give me a minute while I form this thought in my head. Yeah, I guess it's that simple. It should be something that you can say to them, yes, I've done this. And for me, I make a habit of telling both my clients, both Gen Pop and my athletes, you know, make this slight adjustment. I know it sucks, and I know that, or meaning I know the movement sucks, or I know that's going to make the movement feel harder, but it also make it. It's likely that the correction I'm trying to give and the cue I'm trying to give is going to improve the technique of the movement. In which case, the movement will now be able to be performed correctly and will hit. It'll the objective will be hit. The what we're trying to hit for muscle group or what we're trying to do for purpose will be achieved, as opposed to you know you know doing you know I guess, for lack of um, a better example, squatting a deadlift, like doing just trying to squat the weight up. It's not perfect. Can it get the job done? Yep. But really, we all know that that's a less than ideal technique for what we're really trying to achieve with a deadlift of any sort. So, yeah, unfortunately, your hips are going to have to come up a little bit higher, and you're going to have to really lock in those shoulders and make sure that we're working our posterior chain primarily, not completely, but primarily, and because quads do help on deadlift, as we all know. That's just one example. Point being, uh, be able to admit to really, yeah, that I think this is it in the end. This is what I would hope coaches can do, and I want clients and athletes to understand. We know that whatever movement we're giving you probably sucks a little bit. I understand. Um, when it comes to, especially when it comes to athletes, it's needs over wants. Gen Pop, we can play with it a little bit more because um, what your needs are also probably what you want, as opposed to an athlete. What their needs are probably don't align with what they want. Like what they actually need and what they want are two different things. Like perfect example: teenage boys are teenage boys. I want to do bicep curls. Wonderful. We can stick those at the end of the workout if you finish everything. Otherwise, we're doing some chin ups and some rows, and that's how it works. By the way, if you're looking for bigger arms, you're better off working triceps than you are biceps. Just FYI. So yes, we as coaches are aware of how much certain movements suck. See Bulgarian split squats and things like that. Certainly the bane of my existence. But it doesn't mean that they're not good for you, and it doesn't mean that we're trying to torture you. It just means that we know these are going to benefit you. Yes, they're probably going to suck in the moment, but afterwards you're going to feel pretty damn good about it. So that's what I have for today. Trying to keep it brief as I usually do, but I appreciate everyone that has followed and listens. And if you're not doing so, make sure that you follow me over on Instagram and make sure that you give the YouTube channel a subscribe. Hopefully, I'll be back within a week, and we'll talk to you guys soon. See you.